Hello and welcome to the Weekly Geek. Did you clear your throat then?
I did my hand, I've just made loads of random noise.
Nice.
Am I super loud?
I don't know.
I am so loud in my ears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a little better?
Yeah, no.
Not really.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
You sound alright. You sound alright to me.
I sound great, man.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Christopher Meddings.
And I'm Carl Hughes.
And welcome to the Weekly Geek, where we're going to talk about loads of geeky stuff, and we're going to hurry up past these because we've got loads to talk about.
We have, yes.
Carl, kick us off with some Joe Quesada news.
Joe Quesada. He said that Marvel Studios has officially got the rights to Namor.
Yep, Joe Quesada is obviously, he was the showrunner for the first Daredevil. He's made so many iconic comics for Marvel.
Yeah.
And he's been kind of up this management tree for years now.
Yeah, he's the current, I think he's still the current editor-in-chief of Marvel, which is obviously very cool.
And he is fantastic and incredibly knowledgeable.
Yes, he is, yes. So he's said, so if he's basically said that they've got the rights, then they've got the rights.
Yes.
I'm happy with that.
Definitely.
So basically, do you care about Namor being in the Marvel cinematic?
I couldn't give a damn.
No.
I didn't know he wasn't part of Marvel. Who brought Namor?
Well, he's tied in with the Fantastic Four, isn't he?
Okay.
So there's a couple of things there that are quite interesting. As a bit of a sort of spin-off of that. First of all, it means that they're talking to the people that do own Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but if there's any news there, it would be we got Fantastic Four back.
Yeah, that's true. But it's a nice little hint to see how it goes. I think they probably wanted to test to see how the public perception would be, the Twitter frenzy would be. So it was nice to see the 3 Namor fans coming on Twitter and saying...
all 3 of them, yeah. It is basically Marvel's Aquaman.
Yeah.
They have made no attempt to make him cool.
He's got an interesting... He's slightly different. You know how Aquaman's quite an arrogant guy? Yeah. Namor is like 10 times the arrogance.
Yeah, he is.
But he's also got a bit of a man crush on Sue Richards as well, so... That's a nice little touch as well. If they get the Fantastic Four
If it's
back,
a man crush, it means you've got a crush on a man. If you're a man and you have a crush, it's just all the crush.
It's just a crush.
It is, yeah.
I don't know all this young slang. I'm old. I don't know. But yeah, it just means that basically we're just waiting now for Marvel to get the rights back for everything else. Fantastic Four, like you say. Hulk, obviously, they need to get the full rights back for that. And, of course, X-Men.
Yeah.
Bring it all back, get it all back in the family, and then just make one big film.
Next Man, of course, includes Deadpool as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So just have it all in, get them all fighting Thanos and end it there, as far as I'm concerned.
They're not getting X-Men back.
They're not, are they?
No, anytime soon.
Nah.
You can leave as many bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes as you like, but if it's still making money, it ain't going nowhere.
It's not made that much money, though, is it?
It's made a fair amount.
It's made more than it cost, which is all they care about, I guess.
It is.
Yeah. So, yeah, are you happy? It's, in a way, this is quite cool, because Namor can be a bit of a I don't want to say a rude word, but he's not a very pleasant character.
No, he could be one of those kind of anti-hero baddie type things.
Yeah, I think he could easily come in as a baddie. I think in the cartoon, in Justice League Unlimited, he came in as a baddie.
No, he didn't in Justice League Unlimited.
In which one was it? There was
Justice
one of them.
League's DC in it.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
I don't remember anything with Marvel with Namor coming in.
No.
Am
I thinking Aquaman?
No, I think you're thinking Aquaman.
I think you're right.
He did on a few DC things.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
See, that's the problem.
This is the problem. We don't want too many samey ones.
Yeah, he can fly as well. It's silly.
And so, of course, with DC, they've got the Hawaiian dude. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Hawaiian dude.
Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
His name escapes me for a second.
Jason Momoa.
That's the fella. So they've got him, and they've got obviously gone a very specific route with his look.
Yes, he looks very cool.
He looks very cool, and Namor looks very different in the comics.
Yes.
And someone has said
he's had a couple of looks, though, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has changed quite a bit through time. So.
Someone has said Zachary Quinto as Namor.
And who's Zachary Quinto?
The chap that plays Spock in the new Star Trek run.
Oh, no.
It's perfect as far as I can see.
No, it's not.
It's ideal.
No, it's not.
What else was he in? So, he's in Heroes as well, so he's a good baddie. He can do a good baddie and all.
He can do a good baddie, yeah.
So I'm liking it. I think if that happens, I'll be happy if Namor comes in.
I did really enjoy him getting absolutely destroyed in Star Trek, getting his head kicked in. It was great.
That's always fun to see, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Shut up, Spock.
Yeah, shut up, Spock, you cretin. I think, but basically, the Marvel Cinematic Universe needs more baddies. And
it does. That is the one thing that it lacks, and they keep having weak baddies. And they're doing it. I don't think it's a conscious choice. I think they want good baddies, but all of the films we've seen so far have been more about establishing the heroes. So you don't want no one too big in the baddie role to overshadow them. You need somebody who's going to be a threat, but not going to steal the stage from their hero.
Yeah.
And the problem Marvel does have, I don't know now they're owned by Disney, but they did have a history of not paying their actors very well.
Yeah.
Really. So once they've shelled out for like a Robert Downey Jr., they can't really. I mean, they got Jeff Bridges in the first one, that was great, but they can't. Yeah. After that, you can't really afford to have this big name baddie.
Yeah,
but maybe now Disney's involved, maybe that's different. And now they have made a trillion billion pounds from all their films.
I think they've got it right though in their casting, in that they get someone who's not quite massive yet.
Yeah, either just before Massive or just after Massive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like Downey Jr., like Chris Evans and so on. Yeah, so it's they've got it right. Zachary Quinto, he's quite a big star now, I guess.
He is big, yeah.
But is he big enough? Is he too big?
But then again, now Disney own them and they've made all this money. They've got Benedict Cumberbatch. He's very on the nose, kind of at this time, very popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't mind seeing a bit of Namor on, but what Namor on? So I made myself laughing.
Amateur.
But I do. My fear is that if they do use Namor, it's probably going to sort of clash a bit too much with the Justice League one. Aquaman's going to have his own film coming out probably around the same.
Namor's not going to have his own film on. I think he'll just be a side character. I think.
Yeah, I should hope so too.
Can't just go from naught to Namor. Namor of that now. Namor of that.
If that's not the name of the Namor film, then that's it. I'm out completely. Shall we move on?
Yeah, sure. Let's.
So, have you watched any of the Supergirl?
No, you
TV
keep asking
show?
me, man, and I still ain't.
No, you don't need to. It's fine. It's fine. One of the things in it though is Superman exists in that world.
So he should, yeah,
as he should. But he's not been in it. You've seen a vague image of a silhouette.
Yeah,
that is all you sort of. But he is in it because he keeps texting her and stuff, right? Yeah, right. So you can't just.
Couldn't he just talk into the air and she'd hear?
She'd hear it. You would think so, yes, but no. He keeps. So he's there. He is a presence in it. And nobody was ever really expecting to see much more of that. But they've announced that now that he's moving over to the Supergirl's moving over to the CW and combining with the Flash and all that stuff. Superman is going to be in it. He's going to appear.
What? Because I haven't seen it. What were the origins of Supergirl in the TV show?
It was basically the same as the comic. Really, she got shot off around the same time as from Krypton.
It took longer to get there, but she was older when she arrived. So.
Yeah, because she was older when they got shot off. Obviously, Clark Kent was a Superman Kal-El. He was a baby, and Supergirl was a teenager. She arrives as a teenager, well, just above teenager.
But because her cells are already grown to a certain amount, it is set. I think Batman says it in one of the comics that it does actually make her stronger than Superman.
Yeah.
But Superman does become a mentor to her to kind of help her through, adjusting to life on a different planet in this new civilization. And I'm guessing we haven't really seen much of that.
Not really, no. I mean, I guess I can't really think of a character because, again, like yourself, the show isn't really aimed at me. Oh, is there a little donking noise there? It's right in the middle. I haven't really watched it because it's not aimed at me. So, I from what I have seen of it, it's mostly the crossover, really, with the Flash and the first few episodes. I haven't seen like a mentor figure in it, so presumably that's why they're going to be introducing Superman. The reason this is now interesting to me suddenly is there's lots of talk that what's his name, Tom Welling.
Isn't he the guy who already played Superman?
He is.
In the film, was it Superman Returns?
No, he's the guy that played Superman, young Clark Kent in Smallville.
Oh, was it Smallville? See, I heard a rumour that it was going to be the guy who did Superman Returns.
Definitely not.
Definitely not, okay.
It can't be him, because that was played by Brandon Routh, who is now in the League of Legends thing.
Oh, of course he is,
rubbish.
Yeah.
Which is a shame for him, I suppose.
To be honest with you, I didn't mind. I didn't like Smallville that much.
Right.
Because I just think it concentrated on the stupid stuff. It didn't matter. It's not what I wanted to see from Superman. But I didn't actually mind him.
No.
I thought he was fine.
He was fine. There was lots in Smallville that was good, but like you say, it wasn't what I wanted to see.
Yeah, it spent too long on rubbish.
I'd have been really happy if they'd done 3, maybe even 4 seasons of Clark Kent in Smallville, and then done a complete change, called it Metropolis, and had him be Superman.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been amazing. They didn't go that way. But what they did do is, if they do go this way, and I kind of hope that they do, if they do go this way, it means suddenly that Smallville, the TV show,
is
suddenly canon. And you've got people like...
There's the Lex Luthor. Was brilliant in Smallville.
Yeah.
He was the best thing about it.
He was really good. Yeah, I mean, there's all the characters. Aquaman's in it.
Of course he is. Cyborg's
in it. I mean, the Flash was in it as well. Not as good as the Flash that we've got now, but so on. But, little rewrites, that's fine. Alternate worlds.
Green Arrow was in it as well, though. Arrow. It wasn't Steam and Arrow.
See, again, this is another element I really like, because with Smallville, everyone was going, you need Batman in it. You need Batman in it. And they were like, yeah, we know we need Batman in it, but we can't use him. We're not allowed because he's got Christopher Nolan's making Batman films, and we don't want to confuse the audience. However, if they're now saying, do you know what? We can get away with this. We're going to have Superman in Supergirl.
Yeah.
We could suddenly see TV versions of Batman.
Because film Batman at the minute is old Batman, older Batman. They could have younger Batman messing around with young Superman.
Yeah, just going to the drive-through and stuff and holding hands and stuff. Yeah. But it works for me. I mean, I'd be really happy. And if they can use Batman and things like that and get them all in, Wonder Woman shows up.
I don't think they will use Batman because it's a lot of effort to make Batman good. And be good. You need a good actor.
Yeah, you do.
You need good script writers.
Yeah.
It needs to be perfect, man. If you're going to do Batman, you open yourself up to so much scrutiny.
Absolutely. But again, the same with Superman, really.
Less so.
Do you think?
There's already been so many rubbish Supermans.
Yeah, Brandon Routh, for example.
You know what I mean? There's only been a couple of bad Batmans. And even them at the time were still popular.
That's true. He still made lots of money.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Val Kilmer's Batman made tons of money.
Yeah. So
even George Clooney's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just don't think you can just all of a sudden drop Batman in. And nobody's going to accept Batman as a side character.
Oh, no, that's true.
People are going to want their own series.
Yeah, but again, which
is mental that we haven't seen that yet.
I know.
It is stupid.
It's insane. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you see Daredevil, you watch Daredevil and you go, just stick a cape on him and take, you've got a Batman show there.
Yeah.
It could be incredible.
It would be great. I don't know why why DC aren't doing this like gritty TV thing. I mean, they had Gotham, but it's awful, so...
Ugh.
You used to love that.
But yeah, it was really good for a while, and it just got stupid because Batman's not in it. So you just think, well, what's the point? I did see someone say the other day, I'm going to rewatch all of Gotham, and then I'm going to watch the old 1966 Batman to see how it all turns out. Yeah, nice. That works.
So, moving on, while we're talking about Batman, the highly anticipated, highly controversial animated Batman film, The Killing Joke, is now going to be getting a limited, apparently one-day cinema release. Yeah, but only in America so far.
Oh, did you check? I didn't check that.
I checked it out, and nowhere is saying anything about the UK. It's just selected US cinemas. So unless you're rich and you want to go and fly over there to go and watch it in the cinema, I'm afraid we're going to be having the DVD release.
Oh, it kind of sucks because I mean, I'm not. This isn't something I'm particularly looking forward to watching. I'm going to watch it. I am really curious.
Well, they've tried twice now. I think it was 1997 and 2006. They tried to make The Killing Joke, and I think maybe it was just too controversial, or it suffered with the same thing with Christopher Nolan in 2006, and they just couldn't get it made. And then all of a sudden, they got Conroy and they got Hamill back involved, and it's the ball started rolling again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to watch it. I did read recently that there is a whole extra storyline element to it.
Yeah, there's a prologue for Batgirl, which is quite cool because she's got a really important role and does bear the weight of a lot of the controversy for it.
She does, yeah.
So it makes sense that they'd characterise her more to make that storyline have more impact.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree because she's not been in. Has she been in any of the DC animated? I don't think she has.
Not Batgirl, no. Batwoman was in Bad Blood, which I haven't seen yet, but. I don't think Batgirl's been in it yet.
Not that I recall, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so I kind of
I'm super excited for it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm super excited.
I'm gonna watch it. Of course I am. Because
the DC anime is the only thing that never lets me down.
I would say I would agree, but the last one did let me down so much that I was a bit hurt.
I still haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
Wounded, mortally wounded. How dare you betray me by being not very good? How dare you? Shocking behaviour.
We're moving swiftly on anyway.
Suicide Squad, news. Still DC, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Suicide Squad's been given a rating.
You want to guess what it is?
PG-13. What do you reckon?
I think it was probably planned to be PG-13.
Do you reckon?
And then when Deadpool came out, they were like, "Oh, should we push it and see if we can get this a bit more gory?" and then it just didn't work. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you actually hit the nail on the head there.
So they've gone. No, let's stick with the PG-13.
Stick with it. Keep with the funny.
Although Harley Quinn is highly sexualised for a PG-13.
This is true. Yes,
you know what I mean?
Is, yeah.
And I think, to be honest with you, it probably should be an R-rated film.
Just for her in her shorts.
Well, just for her. I mean, you see all the trouble that heroes get up to. These are the bad guys who don't care about killing and will disregard anyone's life. And the whole point of them doing it is they're threatened with death if they don't do as they're told.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how they're going to do this PG-13.
Yeah, I'm quite excited for this. Even after the letdown of Batman v Superman, which I'm not going to keep banging on about. But even after I'm not. No.
When's that going to be?
There is going to become a point where I'm going to stop moaning about that film, but just not now.
Well, Batman's going to be in this.
Yes, he is. Yeah, yes. And I'm hoping that'll be sort of good. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Moving on. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, so happy. There's our engineer, producer man who runs the studio, basically.
Oh, Martin, yeah.
Because he's been watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And he listens to the show in the other room just to make sure we don't mess everything up.
Yeah.
Today, he's caught up. He's seen all of it now. And I'm like, oh my God.
So he doesn't need to turn the volume
he doesn't need to turn it off now. Yeah. So no spoiler warnings for Martin. For everyone else, if you ain't caught up, spoilers.
This is true. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah,
I need to make a spoiler one, don't I?
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one anyway. I wasn't meaning to click that, but sod it. So, yeah, Game of Thrones. That was our spoiler alert, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, it was, kind of. Yeah. So, new episode came out.
Yes.
Should we talk about that first?
Why not?
Let's do it. What do you reckon?
The Hound's back!
The Hound. Got to be happy with that.
Oh, totally happy, dude. Totally happy.
Been waiting for that for a long time.
Lovejoy was in it.
Oh, yeah,
very briefly, but he was in it.
I was thinking then, Lovejoy, what?
I've just started getting to like him and everything.
Yeah. And
spoiler warning, but he's dead.
Yeah, in and out. He did. To be fair, I knew he was going in the first in that episode because
there's that really interesting thing where the Brotherhood turn up and they're just like, "Be careful of the night. It's a dangerous thing filled with terrors."
Yeah.
He didn't even wait till the night. He went in at noon, man.
Just killed everybody.
Let's stop lying.
Yeah. So, and I think the biggest reveal, well, not the biggest reveal as such, but the biggest sort of moment really in that last episode was Arya.
Yes, Arya. Spoilers again. Still haven't turned off for the required 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Was stabbed up, man.
Oh, stabbed up.
Yeah, she was a needle cushion.
We're not. Oh, boom, boom. We're not going to talk about all the theories.
No, because there's so many theories and they're all quite ridiculous. I'm more interested in just seeing what happens.
Yes, I'm not going to keep banging on about it because I keep reading theory after theory and I'm becoming a bit addicted. This 7-day delay in seeing episodes is beginning to wear my brain out a little bit, I think. And I don't like it anymore.
So you got to come over to my side, man. It's all about the binge watch.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do the binge watch next time. Although next time, this is the problem as well, isn't it? Because they've confirmed now that the finale for the end of this season is going to be a little bit longer.
Yeah, about 10 minutes longer, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's 67 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah,
so is that's a bit more than 10 minutes, isn't it?
No, the episode's like an hour, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was 47 minutes
like
or something.
50, 58, 57.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the title sequence goes on for like 4 minutes.
4 years.
So.
Yeah. Oh, God. See, I still like it. It hasn't annoyed me.
Well, I have about 10 seconds of going, Peter Dinklage, and then I go, oh, okay, I'm just kidding.
I've had enough now, yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit longer. I kind of want them to do the finale. Like, you know where we keep saying that they're going to have the final season's going to be really short? It's going to be like 7 episodes. 2
sets of 7, isn't it? Or something like that.
We've got this season here, and then we've got... Oh, how is it even working? I can't even remember. But I want there to be I want the final episode to be a film.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings style, that size, big battle.
Or turn them into, like Sherlock episodes where they're like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, 90-minute kind of...
just without the big year-long gap in between.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Because that would kill me. I'd hate that forever. And I hate you for mentioning it. Because if HBO are listening...
You're scared now.
Yeah, right. If HBO are listening, don't pay any attention to that theory. That's crap. So, yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about in terms of Game of Thrones, really.
Not particularly, no. Not without just going through blah, blah, blah on the episode. What did you think of this week's episode?
What I liked about it, obviously I loved seeing the Hound again. I did love the fact that they wanted to get to the Hound so fast. For the first time, I think, ever, they did a pre-title sequence.
Pre-title sequence, yeah.
Just so they could go, check it out, it's the Hound!
Oh, Bron, he's back. He was in this episode.
Yes.
Bron was back.
Yes.
I was so happy when I saw him. And it's actually it's this weird thing in my mind, because obviously they're now laying siege to the Blackfish, who's in River Run. And the Blackfish is on the Stark side.
Yes.
He is a goodie in that sense, you know what I mean? He's on Robb Stark's side and he's sat in the castle going, I was born in this castle and I'm pretty much ready to die in it, so come take it from me.
Yeah.
Now, I like him because he's associated with the Starks and he does some cool things when that guy dies years and years ago. But I like Jaime Lannister now.
I do as well. Everybody does.
And I like Bronn. So it's like, who wins? And the only way out I can see is Jon Snow comes down.
Yeah.
Comes to like this little back entrance of the castle, sends a raven.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I need help. And they go, all right, and have your castle, we'll be back for it. And he just goes off to go and help Jon Snow take Winterfell back.
Yeah, I think you're right. Although part of me thinks that Jon Snow's going to have a little walk down there and go, oi, Lannister, I know we ain't mates and stuff, but there's a whole load of undead coming. We should really hook up. And suddenly you've got a really big army.
Yeah.
Come and help me get Winterfell back, and we're sorted. But anyway, we've gone into theory territory again here now, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
We have.
Yes.
Let's not do that.
These aren't theories. These are just ideas that we've
Ideas that we like. Do that, yeah.
Theories are made by nerds, and we're not nerds.
We're not nerds. Stupid nerds. Oh, we didn't mention the young girl who owns Bear Island now, runs Bear Island.
Oh, she's hilarious.
She was brilliant.
62 Men.
Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
She was good.
Did you... I have seen who the calibre of man that Bear Island have got is actually... They've got quite a good calibre already.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, Ser Jorah is one of them.
Who's that?
The guy that's got greyscale. You know, Daenerys' friend zone guy.
Oh, is he from there?
He's from there.
Ah, so to be fair then.
Yeah, there's a few of them that have cropped up and you go, oh, he's one of those. So they've actually got quite good...
Fair enough then.
So and I love the fact that she's there, isn't she, the little girl? She's at the battle.
There, yeah.
She's at the army camp, so she's one of the 62 men.
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
So I love the fact that what if she turns out to be absolutely badass and just kicks all the butt? That'd be so cool.
Is she going to do a Yoda?
Yeah, yeah. How cool would that be?
Yeah, she pulled out a lightsaber. Oh.
Yeah, sweet, done, bosh. Let's move on to the JK. Oh no, Norman Reedus.
Yeah, Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl in Walking Dead. Rumoured possibly... Oh, no, he's ready to kickstart a Ghost Rider reboot. I
like... Because he's a big biker fan anyway, isn't he?
Of course he is,
He's got a big... he's got a TV show separate from Walking Dead.
Yeah, I mean, it just done up bikes and stuff. I can't remember exactly what it is. I haven't seen it. I've just seen the advert.
Yeah.
Kind of half glanced at it. But yeah, he does some kind of biking stuff.
So obviously a lot of bikers really do like Ghost Rider as a character, just because he rides a motorbike, I guess.
It's literally it,
yeah. But I like the fact that he's sort of thrown his hat into the ring and said, you know, I'd be up for that. Because Ghost Rider has been mentioned more than once.
It does keep cropping up, doesn't it, the Ghost Rider?
Yeah, as a Netflix series.
Yeah, it's not going to get kickstarted.
What do you mean?
Who's running the Kickstarter?
No, I didn't... Oh, no, not Kickstart. I think he just means as in, like...
Oh, kickstart my motorbike.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think so. I don't think he's actually starting...
That's a bad pun. I thought it was like a Kickstarter. I was like, that's
I think he's literally just saying, I'm available and I'm willing. Because his film career hasn't really gone well.
Did he do a film career?
He's tried.
Did he?
It's not gone very well.
What films has he been in?
I couldn't even tell you the title of his big throwaway hit that just went straight to DVD. In fact, I don't even know if it's been out on DVD. It's done that. Norman Reedus as a new version of the Nicolas Cage nightmare.
Yeah, I'd buy that. At least he's an actual Southerner.
Yeah, there is that, yeah. We'll be talking about Southern accents a bit later when we discuss Preacher, of course.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later. Very quickly, we'll talk about Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Baps, yep.
Do you like the show, Bob's Burgers?
I do like the show, Bob's Burgers, yeah. Kind of overshadowed by Archer for me, though.
kind of overshadowed by Rick and Morty for me.
True, yeah, but this is before Rick and Morty.
Yeah, this is very true.
Because Bob's Burgers is made by the same people, and he's the same voice actor for Bob as Archer.
Yeah, lots of people saying that Bob in Bob's Burgers is the grown-up, in-hiding version of Archer.
Well, there is actually an episode of Archer where he goes missing, he's got amnesia, and he turns up in Bob's Burgers, and fantastic. He is Bob, and they make it canon that he is actually Bob.
Oh, that's so good.
And a lot of these KGB people come in, he just murders them all and goes, okay, I'm taking the money at the till. Hurry up, there's environment and health for you in the morning, you've got to clean this up, bye.
Okay, I'm going to have to watch that episode, clearly.
Yes.
No way. Apparently this is quite old news, but I didn't know about it at all. But Bob's Burgers was supposed to be really dark when it was first sort of...
Yes, it was meant to be that next door was a mortuary.
Yeah.
And it was heavily insinuated that the burgers were made from the dead people.
Yes.
Very much Sweeney Todd's type style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what I liked about that, because there was a little YouTube thing about it, and although I'm glad, I really enjoy Bob's Burgers and I like it as it is, but the one little touch that I had never noticed is that in the opening titles, you've got the crematorium on the one side, you've got Bob's Burgers in the middle, and then the shop or the establishment on the next side changes every episode, which I'd never noticed, and I was like, that's a really cool little touch. I like that. That's literally the only reason I wanted to mention that thing about Bob's Burgers. Sorry about that.
J.K. Simmons then?
Yeah, so he's been cast as Jim Gordon,
which is known for a while, to be fair. Yeah. But some pictures, if you find it online,
it's amazing.
He's getting jacked, man.
He's hench.
Yeah, he's hench. He's in the gym with like this massive beard.
Yeah,
like proper Mohammed beard.
It's incredible. He's 67, I think.
Something like that. Yeah,
and he is huge.
So he's going to be playing proper Green Beret. Jim Gordon, you know what I mean?
I think he's genuinely planning to take down Darkseid on his own. He looks like he genuinely could.
Yeah.
He looks like he could take on Ben Affleck.
It's like in year one, he's fresh into Gotham with his wife.
Yeah.
And he cleans up the police force by battering some of them.
Basically,
he just kicks them in.
Yeah,
he's like, no, do as you're told. I'm going to smash you up.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. So I'm loving that. I'm loving the fact that he's that big for that role. Part of me thinks he's literally only done it so he can hang out with the cast.
Yeah.
Because they're all in the gym together, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you're just like, he's just going to hang out with them. He might as well do some lifting of stuff. And suddenly he's gone like huge.
Nice. He looks badass. He
really does.
He has said on Twitter that his role in the first Justice League movie is going to be quite small.
Yeah,
but after that, apparently it'll be a little bit more of a sizable role.
I am going to say as well, I haven't added this as a piece of news because it's such a non-news story, and I saw so many people writing huge articles about it, but they have released the title of the Justice League film.
Yeah.
It's Justice League.
So is it called Justice League? Justice League.
With DC.
They knew that anyway. I thought we'd known that for years.
I assume, but we always thought it was just going to be something. With Batman v Superman, everyone just assumed it was going to be called World's Finest or something, and then they called it Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
I should have known. I didn't know in advance I wasn't going to like it.
Did nobody like my idea for renaming Terminators to make them more homosexual? So it's like Terminator : Judgment Day :
Oh, that would. Oh, God. Shall we move on?
Please.
Again, still Justice League. Actually, did you ever read Justice League Dark?
I didn't. No.
So that was quite cool. That was written by Peter Milligan. It was the magical version, basically, of the Justice League. So it was. So we had John Constantine, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, Deadman.
I remember. I have read that. Yeah.
So that's going to be after Killing Joke. That's going to be the next animated movie.
It was the more mystical stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they're just kind of copying Marvel. They've done that, and they never work out so well.
But Peter Milligan, who is one of my favourite comic writers, in fact, one of my favourite writers, full stop, really, not just comics. When he wrote John Constantine, he wrote the final John Constantine story for Hellblazer, which I loved his entire run apart from the very, very last page. It was really frustrating. But he writes Constantine really, really beautifully. And when he wrote Justice League Dark, he got it bang on, absolutely bang on. He got Constantine right, he got Zatanna right, and most importantly to me, I think he got Swamp Thing absolutely perfect. And we've not seen Swamp Thing in any way, not even as a hint of a rumour of a film. So I'm kind of really hoping that this works.
Yeah.
My big fear is that they cast the voices wrong.
See, this is the thing. It took them years to get the voices right for the other DC animated stuff.
Yeah. After Mark... how do you top Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy?
Well, he now has played the Joker longer than anyone else has.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's technically the Joker.
He's absolutely right, yeah.
And, Kevin Conroy, the same with Batman. He's played Batman longer than anyone played him on the screen or anything.
Absolutely,
so he is Batman, you know what I mean? He gets inside the mind, so...
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing with voices, because... you need a different calibre of actor.
Yeah.
It's difficult to be a voice actor because you have to get all of your acting and emotion across using only your voice. You don't have any facial expression.
There's no physicality whatsoever, is there?
No.
So, yeah. A lot of people call it from Matt Ryan, who played John Constantine in the Hellblazer TV series, to voice the cartoon. I don't want it myself.
No, I didn't think you would.
Nah.
Talking of Mark Hamill and voice actors, actually, when you see nowadays and you watch like the DreamWorks DVDs and stuff like this, and you've got the voice actors and they're all standing up and they've got their things in the scripts and they're all together and they're all jumping about and really getting into it.
Yeah.
It was Mark Hamill who pioneered that. Before that, everyone would just sit down at a table and just read the scripts into a mic.
Yeah.
And then Mark Hamill turned up and he was stood up and he was really getting into it and laughing manically, and everyone else is sat down at a table going, "All right, Mark,
calm your beans."
But now everyone does it, you know.
Yeah, it's almost stupid that you wouldn't do that.
Yeah. It's very strange.
Shall we? Should we go on to the big subject of the week, as far as I'm concerned?
Yeah, I've skipped forward accidentally, so I don't know where we are. Go on.
Preacher.
Okay, yeah.
Episode 2 of Preacher aired.
Yes.
Sunday night, Monday morning.
And last week, I do have an apology to make. It's not every 2 weeks. It was just the pilot, then a 2-week break, and now it's weekly. So
that's because they had a 6-month gap between filming the first episode and the second episode.
Yeah.
Totally cool, and I love the fact that they had that big gap, because my issues that I had... First of all, obviously you've seen it. Yep.
Yeah, so any spoilers now, we do apologise.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, do apologise, but we're going to talk about it deeply because it's my favourite.
Yeah. Our rule is, by the way, for spoilers, is for television it's 2 days. If you ain't seen it in 2 days, we're giving you a little warning, but it's tough.
Yeah.
And for a film, it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, did you enjoy the episode?
I did enjoy the episode, yes.
Yeah, I really did. Again... they're very... I'll probably end up saying some variation of this sentence every week. They're clearly deviating from the comics, and that's fine.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm loving what they're doing with some of the characters. I'm not so much enjoying what they're doing with some of them. But let's talk about it. So, Cassidy, what do you think of Cassidy?
Yeah, well, Cassidy, I'm really enjoying Cassidy, to be honest with you. I think he's nailing it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm loving these random characters, the ones that he slices up.
Yeah.
And then they appear at the end again. That's really cool.
Yeah, excellent. And of course, you haven't read the comic.
No.
So,
I was going to, and then you said not to, really after you've seen it. So I thought I'd do that.
I thought it'd be a nice contrast for someone who has. So cool. And how do you think Dominic Cooper's doing?
Who's Dominic Cooper?
He is Jesse Custer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like him, man. He's got the whiff of the Carl Urban about him, like looks wise and kind of mannerisms and stuff, and I'm liking that.
Yeah, the smirk as well.
Yeah,
I'm liking
yeah.
There was one moment where I genuinely thought, oh, I like this now. The bit where he's giving the hug to the guy in the church who just confessed that he's got paedophile thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
And there's this really dark, almost disgusted look on Jesse's face, and it's just a tiny little moment. It's probably lasted a second and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I was really like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah.
Again, they're very clearly... They've obviously deviated from the fact that the first one was very much a road trip. This one very clearly isn't going to be.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
They keep doing this thing with Tulip in this map.
Yeah.
So I think that is when your kind of road trip thing is going to come on.
Yeah.
And also, at some point, he's probably going to have to go on the run.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah.
So I think that is coming. I just think they're setting up the characters because if you have everything on the move, you've got to establish the surroundings every episode.
True.
Whereas now you can establish all the characters first, then move them onwards.
I think the way that they're going is that whatever happens, I think we're probably going to keep going away from where they are, and I think we're going to keep coming back to it.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
So it seems that way because they've got a lot of the characters that he does meet in different cities and places.
Oh, they've come there instead.
Yeah, like Odin Quincannon, who, by the way, Odin Quincannon, he was the guy... he's the bald guy with the beard who knocked that old couple's house down, gave them loads of money.
Oh, yeah.
That is some casting. What's his name? The guy that played Rorschach in Watchmen.
Rupert England.
No, definitely not that name.
No, it's not. That's the other guy, isn't it?
But yeah, that is some casting and a half. Odin Quincannon is one of the big grotesquerie characters, probably one of the most grotesque characters that you'll see in comics.
Yeah.
And that, I am really happy with that casting. I had no idea that was happening. And also, we had our first shot of another character who's very, 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 very important in the flashback scene. It's 1886 or something, or 1881.
Yeah, I didn't understand that flashback scene.
No.
What was that all about? 'Cause I thought it was going to come back to it in the episode, and it didn't really.
No, it didn't. No, I'm very much glad that it didn't. But again, that casting hadn't been announced, as far as I'm aware. So
no, I didn't.
I almost crapped my pants when it happened. Absolutely loved it. So very excited for that. I'm really enjoying Preacher so far. It's just got that nice touch between sort of chaos and just, blood and mess and gore, and just that little bit of madness to it as well, I think. So
Definitely, yeah.
Really enjoying it. The bit where he was chasing the armless chainsaw up the church.
Oh God, yeah, he just went, oh Christ, chasing after it,
just
sucking up all the blood on the floor.
And again, there was a nice little...
Jackie Earl Haley. That's the guy's name.
Thank you very much. That was really going to bug me. But yeah, so overall, I'm very happy with Preacher so far. Like I say, it's not exactly what I would have done, but that's fine so far.
I'm really enjoying the comedy in it too.
Yes,
I'm enjoying all the nice little funny bits.
Yeah,
It really alleviates it, and some of the slower scenes is really helping. You know what I mean?
I did see a toy that someone sort of knocked up. So you've got the toy in a little pack, with the flat pack, and it's just red. The plastic see-through bit where the toy would normally be is just a red mess, and it's the priest from the very first scene in the first episode.
Nice.
So I liked that. That was cool.
Okay then, moving on to James Gunn. Is teasing a massive, mighty cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah.
So that's, I'm guessing it's probably going to be an Avenger. It makes sense.
Have you not seen this at all?
No.
So this was an Instagram thing, and he was on the set, and he just happened to just randomly, it seems, take a photo of himself holding Mjolnir.
Yeah, well, it was going to be 4, because the Collector is in both. He's in 4 and he's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but not in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, apparently.
Well, no, the Collector won't be in it probably, no. Yeah. But it's just saying there's a link to where he is and where he is. So he's going to go there looking for the ether, because they left the ether with the Collector, and he's going to turn up and go, where is it, man?
Where is it, man?
You're meant to be keeping this safe.
What's going on with all these Infinity Stones and stuff? Yeah, absolutely right. So it's not... A lot of people say, no, it's just a photo. But really, it's going to happen, isn't it?
No. Even if he's just in it for a little bit.
Oh, he's
going to be in it.
It'll be the end credit sequence or
probably,
something, I'm sure, yeah. So,
Thor. So moving on swiftly, there's been talk of a live-action Arthur movie. Archer, sorry. So we talk about Archer earlier.
Yeah, right.
Which I know you haven't watched yet.
I haven't, no.
But because you've been told to watch it, and the act of people telling you to watch it is making you not want to watch it.
It kind of has, and a part of it is because 3 people who I really hate in real life have told me to watch it, and because I hate them so much,
I've told you to watch that.
You are on the list. You're on my ARIA list.
Good.
But no, it's genuinely, there's a couple of people that I genuinely really hate who've told me how good it is and how much it's...
You like Bob's Burgers?
I know.
So watch Archer. It's made by the same people.
I did try, but I did I think I got about 2 episodes in and went, I can't watch it.
Man. So apparently, anyway, John Hamm is the front runner to play Archer in it. That's not in any way official, I don't think. I think that's like a customer's choice type thing.
This is very true. I don't think we've got anything more we need to say about that, is there?
No.
I better do this very quickly then. So that was Archer, obviously. Let's talk a little bit about... I don't really want to do this Walking... I'm sure we've done this Walking Dead thing already.
Yeah, the key character thing. Who was it again? The tiger, isn't it?
Yeah, the guy with the tiger, Ezekiel.
Yeah, we've seen that. Let's carry on.
Yeah, let's move on. So, John Barrowman.
Yes. Obviously, he was in Torchwood. Sorry. He played Captain Jack.
Yeah.
In Doctor Who and Torchwood and stuff.
Yeah, so he was at a Comic-Con... He goes to all the Comic-Cons, I think, in the world.
Yeah.
And he was on a panel the other day, and he confirmed that, first of all, there's no current plan to bring Captain Jack back to Doctor Who, which I think is a real pity. But he also said that Big Finish, the audio guys who do the Doctor Who stuff, they're going to reveal Captain Jack's real name, and the Torchwood comic is going to explain how he became the face of Bow.
Yeah, which I like the fact that these other publications of Doctor Who won't continue the main storyline, but will fill in storyline and plot hole gaps in other places.
I'm just really surprised that. Okay, I can see it with Big Finish. I can see that Big Finish would have permission to sort of go, make stuff canon.
Yeah,
but I'm really surprised about the Torchwood comic.
Yeah, the comic's going to be official somewhere on the line. Though somebody's commissioned it to be official.
This is true. I agree completely. But do you know anybody that's reading? I mean, I know a few people who are reading the Doctor Who comic, but not many.
To be honest with you, I didn't know there was a Torchwood comic.
Exactly.
I probably would have read it. I quite like it, to be honest with you, but. No idea.
Who knew? So maybe this is their way of saying, by the way, there's a Torchwood comic. You should read it because it's doing the Face of Bow storyline.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
I'll let you take us on this one.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
What? American Gods?
Yeah.
So American Gods is the fantastic, one of the best books ever written by Neil Gaiman. And being made into a TV show, it's very, very exciting stuff. Can't wait to see it. It's just a very small piece of news, but they've cast Gillian Anderson in it. I'm hoping that she's going to be the evil god who eats people with her lady parts.
Cool.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about it, because it's just a show I'm really looking forward to. So I'm sort of hoarding every nugget of information about it that I possibly can, because it's definitely one of the best books I've ever read.
Okay then.
I highly recommend that if you like Terry Pratchett, if you like Good Omens, for example.
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett worked together on Good Omens, and Neil Gaiman went away and wrote American Gods not that long afterwards, really.
Kind of took the inspiration from it.
There's a couple of elements that you can see. Oh, okay, yeah. It's funny, actually, because American Gods has got this thing where it's a bit of a road trip in the same way that Preacher is. Whereas Preacher is a bit of a love letter to the American myth and stuff, American mythology, American Gods is a bit of a love letter to gods. And it's a beautiful thing. I can't recommend it enough. You can get hold of the book. I highly, highly recommend it.
Okay. Moving on.
Let's move on.
Tom Cruise in the new Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What is this never go back photos thing you've written?
So, Jack Reacher, the film number 2, is coming soon. It's all filmed.
It's all filmed?
It's nearly filmed.
Oh, sweet.
Who cares? But
see, I know you're a big fan of the Jack Reacher books.
Yes.
And you're not a big fan of the film because Tom Cruise is not Jack Reacher. Apparently he's meant to be tall and all this kind of stuff. But because I didn't read the books...
Yep.
I can appreciate the film for what it is.
Yeah.
And the film is a very good film.
See,
Jack Reacher 1 is good.
See, I'll be 100... I don't think I've admitted this to anybody, right? But I've watched that film twice now, right? And I did say I wasn't going to watch it at all. And then one day I went, oh, sod it, I'm going to watch it. And I watched it and I hated every second of it, right? But even as I was hating every second of it, I thought I was trying to sort of distance myself from being a Jack Reacher fan.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really pick anything out that I liked. And then I watched it again, a lot calmer and a lot more, right, I know what this film is now. It's just not a Jack Reacher film. It is very simply just another film. And with that in mind, I watched it, and do you know what? It's still just not that good a film, I don't think. It's just got nothing to it.
I disagree.
It's just an empty piece of filth. In 20 years' time, no one's going to go, do you remember that Jack Reacher film? What a classic that was.
No, it's not a classic. I didn't say that.
Nah.
It's a good film, and he's a good character.
Yeah, he is a good character.
Some interesting stuff in there. It's a little bit like Sherlock if Sherlock wasn't up his own arse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I genuinely think that if they got a better director and a better script and a better actor and didn't do what they did in any single way, then they probably would have had a really good film.
The one mistake they had was Jai Courtney. Hollywood keeps putting Jai Courtney in stuff, and it ain't going to happen.
Oh, yeah, he's the sort of not the main baddie.
He's not good. He's not a good actor. Think of a film that he's been in that's been good.
Can't think of a film.
Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
Awful. Well, I liked it, but he was awful.
Yeah.
Jack Reacher, he was awful.
Yeah.
Die Hard, awful. Look at how many franchises he's killed. Stop putting him in stuff, man.
I can agree with you.
He's got like a fat face. And he just looks like he's been sanded off and rounded off everywhere.
Can I ask a question? Did Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher come across to you as an intelligent man in it?
Yes.
Did he really? Because he didn't really. He just came across as somebody who babbled a lot to me.
No, yeah. He turned into me.
Okay, maybe I'm just really, really not liking the casting more than any other element to it.
Moving on, anyway.
All right.
Moving on.
Okay.
So a little bit of pop culture
history. Yeah.
On this exact day, way back in 1984, Ghostbusters and Gremlins were both released on the same day.
I just thought that was a really nice little bit.
It is a nice little thing, that is. Yeah.
Isn't it weird though that in this era now that would never ever happen? Two big films being released.
Films like that? No, it would never happen.
Okay, I've got just a quick question. Which do you think did better box office for the opening weekend, Ghostbusters or Gremlins?
Oh, that's a tough one. I reckon Gremlins did better.
It was Ghostbusters.
Oh, no. Well, see, I think Ghostbusters should have been.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be one of them ones where he's like, no, it wasn't.
Well, yeah, that was 1984. What year were you born in?
1990.
So, okay. So you won't remember that then.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, let's not talk about that too much then. Okay, let's move on. Right, more Doctor Who-y stuff.
Yeah, after you.
Okay, so Peter Capaldi was at he was being interviewed the other day, and he was asked if he could pick any of the former companions who he'd like to see return back on the show. Who would he pick? And apparently he didn't even think about it. He just really very quickly, without it's obviously something he's thought about and considered a lot. He just went, Susan. Her story wasn't finished. And you're like,
who was Susan?
Susan was from back in the William Hartnell days.
Oh, okay.
That was
ages ago.
The Doctor's granddaughter.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, I definitely want to see that story finished, because how has he got a granddaughter? And there's lots of unanswered questions there that have never been tackled.
Well, we already know that in the last season of the first season he did, but Capaldi did, that he was clashing horns a lot with a lot of the choices that they made. Yeah. So hopefully he's been fighting this to bring these back up.
This is kind of why. Cool. Yeah, this is kind of why I wanted to talk about it, because he is doing that, isn't he?
Yeah.
And now that Moffat, now that he's announced that he is finally going to be leaving, I think Capaldi might become a bit more of a controlling element in it.
Yeah.
And if he wants something like Susan coming back, or anything happening really whatsoever, I think they're going to say, yeah, all right, mate, you can...
It's an interesting piece of trivia for you. Did you know that David Tennant was quite happy to carry on when Moffat took charge?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you think, Moffat was writing the episodes, a lot of the really good episodes for Tennant.
That's true.
And he was really happy to carry on with Moffat in charge.
And then Moffat went, what? No.
I think it was a case of, no, we need a fresh start, you know what I mean? Ugh. So they did the fresh...
Just another reason to hate Moffat, I think.
I suppose so. I'm not saying it was his choice.
No, I'm blaming Moffat. Get out, Moffat.
All right, carry on.
Okay, shall we do... what's name? Should we do our comic of the week?
Sure.
Okay, hang on.
I've just realised... Sorry. I thought we had loads of extra news left. No, I just realised that's all that Peter Capaldi story there. Yeah, that's half a page of him just saying Susan.
Yeah, I got a bit carried away with the Doctor Who stuff.
Susan.
Yeah, basically.
Comic of the week. Go on then. I'd like you to tell us about your comic this week.
Okay, so the one I'd like to focus on this week is an absolute classic. Some weeks I do new ones and some weeks I do classics, and this week I'm going for a classic. I've already mentioned him already today. Neil Gaiman. One of the finest writers currently alive, and just an amazing individual, an amazing human being. And he wrote the first comic the first single issue comic to get literature awards. We talked about the comic Mouse. It was the first comic to get a Pulitzer Award, but that was a huge, big heavy tome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Neil Gaiman wrote a comic called The Sandman. And it's huge thing, 76 issues and a special or two. And it tells the story from the beginning of time to the end of time. And it's basically a family saga about the Lord of Dreams. He's not even the Lord of Dreams, he's just the anthropomorphic personification of dreaming.
Yeah.
And he's got 6 siblings, whose names all begin with D as well, so Death, Dream, Delirium, Destiny, Despair, Desire, Destruction, and so on and so on. Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Or one off.
Am I one off? I can't remember. I don't know which one I've forgotten. But yeah, it's an absolutely remarkable piece of art. and literature in every way. It literally, I'm not kidding when I say it can start at the beginning of time, and there are moments where because it's told in a non-linear way.
Yeah.
And it is this beautiful family saga of families bickering,
like a soap type thing.
It's got that element to it, but of course it's got lots of gods and lots of humans, lots of planets. Just it's so vast in its scope, and it starts on the first story arc is such a small little story, and you kind of think it's a nice little horror story. And you go, oh, that's cool. And then suddenly that story ends, and you go, oh, I wonder where they're going to go with this now. And suddenly it's this huge, sprawling, beautiful thing. One of the finest issues, the one that did win awards for the Nobel Prize for Literature, was...
It won the Nobel Prize?
I've said that, and I'm not sure that's true.
I'll carry on
Please
talking.
check what that is. Yeah. But it's called Midsummer Night's Dream, and... it deals with Shakespeare's deal with the Dream Lord. And the deal that he made is that he could write fantastically, but his payment, his cost for doing so, was to write 3 plays for Dream, for Morpheus. And he puts on his second of the 3 plays, which was A Midsummer Night's Dream, obviously, and he has to perform it. Him and his cast have to perform it in front of all of the fairies that are in the play. So he's got, in his audience, suddenly the actors look out and suddenly there's elves and fairies. You've got Queen Titania and you've got King Oberon and you've got Puck sitting there. And it's just this beautiful thing, humans meeting elves for the first time, fairies for the first time. And it's just beautiful. I could probably talk about this forever. One of the things I do like about it as well is that every single story arc in it has a different artist. And some of them work, some of them don't really work for me. But the last story arc, really, The Wake, is painted by, and I say painted rather than drawn, painted by Charles Zulli. And you won't find a more beautiful comic. It is a thing of absolute beauty, and I cannot ever recommend it enough. It's one of those ones that if you read it at the right time and in the right mood, it will absolutely 100% change your life in every single way.
That's awesome.
So
I am sold on that, and I have been meaning to pick that up.
It is
the awards it won was Midsummer Night's Dream won the World Fantasy Award.
Oh, okay.
It won an Eisner Award, a couple of those.
Thank you, Eisner.
It won more than 26 Eisner Awards. 26.
That's pretty epic.
It won the Hugo Award for Best Related Book. It won Bram Stoker Award for Best Illustrated Narrative.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. It's won some big stuff at International Comics Festival Prize for Scenario. It's won lots of stuff, man.
It's the whole thing. I mean, you could say that really about every episode or every issue of Sandman.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's so sprawling, so epic. I mean, I could literally every single week in comic recommendation of the week, I could pick one of those, and just have that and go and talk about it for like an hour because it's genuinely that good. When I talk about Preacher, I could talk about that for a good 10 minutes at least once a day, but with Sandman I could talk about that probably non-stop all day, just because there's so much in it, there's so much crammed into it, and it's so well written. Oh my god. Just as a final thought on it, one of the best characters in it is Dream's sister, Death, who is as soon as you say, right, I'm going to have this character in it, Death, instantly you think Skull, Scythe.
Terry Pratchett for me, Christopher Lee.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, see, now when I hear Death, it used to be that I'd think Terry Pratchett's Death automatically.
Yeah.
And now I don't. Now I think Neil Gaiman's Death, who's like a 15-year-old goth girl. It is just brilliant, because she's really happy and joyful. And everybody who meets her is like, oh, all right. And she's like, hello, you're right. And she's just the best character. She's beautiful. It's just amazing. I genuinely cannot recommend it enough.
That's cool.
So that's me. You'll have to stop me at some point because
I will. I'll talk about mine now.
Right, go on. Go.
So for me, I've also been going a little bit back and forward. When I was looking at some artwork out of my wall at work, which is the Gorillaz album art, which I realised was done by the same person that did Tank Girl, and then I looked at that and realise that they've been doing some new stuff now, and we're about to run out of time, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah, anyway, so new Tank Girl stuff. Tank Girl now flies around space in a massive ship that looks like a penis. There we go, done, job done. If that doesn't make you want to read it, I don't know what will. Speak to you next week.
I want to read it. I'm really sorry I took all this time.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks.